Hello everyone, this is Sonia Nayyar and I am a celebrity astrologer. Earlier I have been a government college principal and I am interested in the subject of astrology, so I am here before you talking on this topic of astrology, and together we will be learning and understanding and acquiring the fathomless knowledge on the subject of astrology. Well, what is astrology and how I got associated with it? Well, astrology for me is a spiritual science, a completely divine science. Science because we use astronomical data where we place the planets at the various degree when we are making the chart, and spiritual because we need divine blessings to decode this divine language. I still remember as a child when I was just about 9 years and my father gave me a Rudraksh mala for chanting of some mantras, and I started chanting mantras, doing puja. And when the spiritual angle became the part and parcel of my life, it was just the part of my innate actually existence, and it was actually my soul's desire, and I got complete peace and a complete solace in it. Well, astrology was my father's hobby, so this subject had probably fascinated me during my childhood, and I used to read a lot of Kilo's book probably day and night, finding out answers to various questions which were very interesting to me. And I just used to take a very dark pen and with those pen I used to make marks and symbols and whatnot on my father's palm to predict his foreign travels, to predict how many houses, how many cars he'll purchase, and I've also predicted what awards and when is he going to get all that. I still remember being a child, I was just holding onto the palm of my aunt, and all of a sudden got a glimpse of it. When I just saw that palm, I saw the immediate, incomplete varietal line in that. I just whispered those words in my mother's ear. And I was quite young to talk on this topic, so my mother told me to just be quiet about it. And to my surprise, unknowingly I had predicted the death of my uncle at a very young age in a car accident. Well, I started looking at horoscope and doing prediction when I was just 15. I still remember when one of my very close acquaintances was about to give an engineering exam, and he was probably working day and night to clear it. And when I just had a glimpse of this chart, and I saw the chart had the actual purpose of birth was not science, was not engineering, it was actually the artistic talent which I saw. So probably I guided him to go to Mumbai and struggle for that, and probably he has made a good name in that field as well. So this was actually my first professional reading as an astrologer. Well, then I got interested in numbers, as we had a huge library at my place, as was my father's hobby. So we had a huge collection of palmists and numerologists and astrologers, and I used to read them all, and probably the numbers started fascinating me. And with my constant research, I found that these numbers had a huge vibration associated with them, and these vibrations probably predicted a lot about a person's life, which I started recording. I still remember when I was working with these numbers, it was Benazir Bhutto which I calculated, which had a vibration of number 9. Well, for me number 9 is actually the number of Mars, as we all know, and this number indicates fire, it indicates accident, it indicates bomb blast and bloodshed and whatnot. So probably when I was just watching TV and I saw the fate of Benazir Bhutto, she died in a car bomb blast, and the day was 27/12/2007. And still I remember I had done a lot of research with Mahatma Gandhi and Indira Gandhi. They also met their fate in such a way which probably had the vibrations of number 9. And gradually I have done many more calculations, and have done so much of research and so much of consultation regarding it, and I have saved many people out of their some difficult circumstances. So I prefer taking a complete session for I normally don't give answer to single question because that won't sort out your purpose. So I take a complete session of 1 hour, which includes your face reading, your palm reading, your numerological calculation with your horoscope reading, to tell you what is your purpose of birth, what are you born for, and what is destiny having in store for you, and how you can achieve your greatest milestone in this life. Well, then I was interested in the subject of face reading. I unknowingly started reading people's faces. As we all know, our emotions change, and so do our faces accordingly. And probably I've seen with age our facial gestures and the marks and the lines and various this thing. The total face get-up changes with age. We get a completely different photographs at different ages. And I started deciphering how destiny is linked to it and how can I predict about somebody depending upon the body language that I possess or depending upon the facial expression a person possesses. I still remember doing it unknowingly as a child again. When I was just having a glimpse at my aunt's face and I saw that she should be having a son, and probably at that time she had 2 daughters, which again I shared with my mother and kept quiet because it's quite a supernatural or a spiritual subject to talk about. And to my surprise, after 15 years, she had given birth to a baby boy. So there's a difference with a gap of 15 years between the two. So this is how unknowingly I started working on this face reading, and gradually over the time, in the recent times I have helped in saving a girl's life because of this. It so happened that a couple had come to me for matchmaking, and probably the girl was already knowing the boy for the past 6 years. They've been dating each other. So it was just a formal matchmaking which was required, and then the dates of the marriage has to be taken up. Well, when I was going through the chart, I had an idea that the boy is already married, and probably I just wanted to confirm it. So this confirmation, I just required the photograph of the boy, which probably the girl had in the purse. And then after having a glimpse of the boy's face, I could conclude, yes, the boy was already married, which I probably make them aware of. And when after she researched about it and came to know, so probably she was just taken aback and was crying to know the fact. But actually it has saved her life. Because of this face reading, we could decipher the actual facts about the person. So since then I have made it compulsory in all my consultations also, and specifically in the matchmaking, to have the photograph of the boy and the girl to do the proper analysis.